Welcome on in. Hello. Hi.
Hello. Hi.
Hi. Hi. Hello. Hello. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well. How about you?
I'm glad to hear it. I'm doing all right. Uh, Life has been a little rocky, but I'm recovering. It'll be okay.
Welcome to the same boat. I'm having the same thing too.
Oh, but you're doing great. So, I mean,
uh, I'm just trying to be as optimistic as I can be, Like
yeah, that's a
life is
skill.
bad.
Yeah, that's a skill that not everyone has. How about we start with the first question of why did you accept the invite?
Okay. So so first of all, when I first saw the message, because like it was early in the morning for me, like
Yep.
like 5 so you sent it to me around like 4 in the morning. I wake up like at 5:30
Oh
every single
gosh.
day.
Okay.
For my job, and
Uh-huh.
I was reading it, and I was like half awake, half asleep. So I was like, "Wait, what?" And then take a shower, get everything ready, and then I looked at the message again, and I was like, "Huh,
Uh-huh.
interesting." I've never had anyone reach out to me in the way how you did it. Um, and when you bringed up Hilda, I was like, "Oh, they must be a friend of Hilda."
Mhm.
So I was like, "Okay." So I obviously responded and said, "Yeah, sure, I can do that. It would be a nice idea." And I'm always down to do stuff to help out anyone who wants to do any type of content creation. I've always been super supportive of anyone who wants to do something with me, or they just need my help with something. I'm always just like free. I can always do it.
Mhm.
Um, And I also looked at your other interviews that you have done with other people, and I was
Mhm.
like, hell yeah, I want to do this. Seems fun.
Nice. Cool. Awesome. Thank you. What do you do?
uh, between like IRL stuff and I guess content creation, I just basically well, I support my family in our small little business.
Mhm.
I help out with managing it and making sure everyone is, like happy and everyone gets what they needed. And
Mhm.
then obviously I come home, take care of my mom, either buy her food or just make sure she's all right.
Mhm.
And then we both go on our separate ways. And then I I kind of lock myself in my room, just making sure no one interrupts me while I like go on my R&R, playing video
Mhm.
games or just sleeping.
Yeah.
And then that's just my time for the rest of the night. And then tomorrow morning, it's the same thing over and over again.
Nice.
I've always just been the kind of guy just to help out my mom in any way I can. I mean, she's done so much in my life when I was younger, and honestly, I can't ask for the better mom than her in my life.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for sharing. It
Mhm.
sounds like your mom has a very big impact on you and who you turned out to be.
Yeah, she really did raise me. I mean,
Mhm.
other times I have pulled her hair in a lot of
Mhm.
cases, and we have gone into arguments because we're so similar in a lot of ways.
Uh-huh.
But I've always treasured all the moments that I've had with my mom, and always making sure like she has the best things, and I've always want to make sure she's happy, she's content, and always has a smile on her face. That's all I could ever do for her.
Oh, that's so sweet. I'm glad you have her, and I'm glad she has you. That sounds great. So I guess that answers a lot of the next question, which is why do you do what you do?
Yeah.
Do you have any more you'd like to add to that?
Well, I mean, I could probably switch over to like, I guess, transition to like my more content side of it, which is rather like Twitch streaming and a little bit of recording for like YouTube videos. I guess I can transition to that part.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so, I
Oh,
originally
there
did
you are,
that.
right behind you.
Oh,
Hello. Hi.
hello. I don't know where. Oh. um, I guess for those two, the reason why I do it, well, uh, obviously when you first start out, it's always been like a hobby for a lot of people,
Mm-hmm.
and I included was one of those people as well. I enjoyed Twitch streaming and uh I mostly like streaming more, but I have recently started doing YouTube because of a series that I'm doing on my own.
Mhm.
Um, they both of those things have been really really inspirational to me because it brought me so many good friends and it
Mhm.
helped me build up not necessarily like a character but rather it helped build me up as like a person
Yeah.
to way to interact with so many people from all over the world and just being nice and to a lot of people that I met through streaming or met through just in general honestly.
Mhm.
uh over the time, obviously, I'm not a big streamer. I'm very content on where I'm at. I don't advertise as much as like a lot of people would tell me to.
Yeah.
Um, but I've always been just like I'm happy where I'm at. I'm just doing what I gotta do. You know, I'm
Mhm.
not making myself sad just doing these things. I like doing it even though I like stream to like maybe like 3 to 5 people at
Mhm.
average.
Yeah.
And that number is like something that I'm very, very happy and content with.
But so why streaming? Like you're doing it are you doing it as a hobby or is that just how it started and now it's turned into a way you socially connect? Is that correct?
Yeah. I mean, I started as a hobby with like some friends, and obviously, life changes things. I
Mhm.
started streaming for myself, and I wanted to, produce better content for all of my friends.
Mhm.
And I've always wanted to, grow as a person with my channels,
Mhm.
and I'm still growing to this very day in terms of my personality and who I am every
Yeah.
single time I stream.
Yeah.
Um, obviously, I've had a lot of fuck ups here and there. Um,
Yeah. Yeah, that
um,
happens.
my biggest like fuck up I've always told people when they say like they say like something minor that happened on their stream is like, oh no, this happened and this and that. I was like, well, at least you didn't stream for an hour and a half without audio of you
Oh
talking.
no.
I had that happen to me once before and it was I didn't realize it until I looked at my OBS and I was like, why is it not turning green? And then I realized my
Uh
microphone was off for
oh
that
no.
entire period.
Oh
And
no.
um it was, let's just say, very embarrassing for my part.
I'm sure. Oh goodness.
Mhm,
It sounds like a lot of what you do is for personal growth,
mhm.
and I appreciate that.
Thank you.
All right, the next question is, do you make things?
um Besides content, no. I guess in a way, uh no, I don't like creating stuff. Well, I mean, yeah, I do. I like creating like content for other people.
Okay.
And I like being. I guess like I like to create an environment for like my friends whenever I'm like playing games or just chilling. I tend to just
Mm-hmm.
really be, like a good vibe. I tend to create a really funny atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I tend to, keep things light, try to uh, make sure everyone is feeling welcomed, everyone feels happy.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that's something I always strive for whenever I'm like with my friends or I'm like talking to new people. I always want to make sure that they all feel comfortable around me, that they don't have to worry about something that they'll offend me or anything
Mm-hmm.
like that. Like we're just here to have fun. I want to have fun. Let's just do what we got to do and have a great night, you know?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I don't know how to respond to that, but yeah, I think I understand. That sounds like a lot of effort on your part. Do you find that it's a lot of effort to do that, or is it pretty natural for you?
I guess it's pretty natural for me because, well, I guess I'm going back to a little bit more on my personal side. Growing up, well, my family would say I have a very big heart. Like
Mm-hmm.
they were shocked on how, like me and my family, I'm the only one who has like the biggest heart, and then
Mm.
my eldest brother has like the heart of a black hole because He doesn't show affection, but
Oh
then you look at
wow.
me and I'm like full of affection. I like giving hugs. I'm very nice. I'm very sweet. I'm very outgoing. Like
Mhm.
I tend to always remember that as growing up because
Mhm.
it very much showed it a lot of my personality that I tend to uh, be very open, very happy, and just like I always want to make sure everyone has a good time, just
Mhm.
because I always care about what other people think of me, or rather how they feel.
Yeah.
I always worry about that stuff. Like, it's sometimes easy for me to detect it, like when someone feels down or something's up, or other times it would be very difficult for me to tell.
Mhm.
But no matter any sort of thing, I will always make sure to always be happy and just make sure everyone is like feeling good in a sense.
I see. Okay. I think that makes sense. So the next question is then why do you really make things? So why do you really strive to make things comfortable for other people?
I think it probably would stem from me as like personal experience. Uh, uh, Growing up, obviously, I had to change schools in a very, very late time in my
Mhm.
younger years. So I was in a new school, and I was absolutely bullied, like absolutely. Like you would be very surprised on how much I was bullied
Mhm.
for only going to this school for a year and a half before I went to middle school.
Yikes.
Um, it was it was bad. To the point where like the administration would just be tired of my cases and would just like leave like ignore me completely at that point.
Wow.
Hmm. Um,
Wow. That's not
yeah,
okay.
yeah. It was a lot of emotional, I guess, trauma. I guess that's how a lot of people have played it for
Yeah.
that. Um, but they oh, sorry, my phone.
It's all
uh,
right.
it's always been very, very tough, especially those early years of my life because obviously they were very, very, very traumatic.
Mhm.
But it also helped me grow as a person throughout my early years because I never want anyone to ever feel that way ever again.
Mhm.
Um, I just I don't want anyone else to ever feel like they were alone, that they were always scared of someone's going after them.
Mhm.
And it was to the say the very least, it was something that I've always have strived for. And honestly, it I'm probably repeating myself, but it was something that I just really cannot allow anyone to really go through that, as well
Yeah.
as my experience, because it was just not necessarily healthy for anyone to really go through that.
So the next question then would be, who is someone you like? So it's less so more like romantic like and more like who is someone you find neat or cool? Who is someone you appreciate? Stuff like that. Just like
Gotcha, gotcha. I want to say all my online friends, honestly, they like obviously there is some online friends that I have left just because we had different views on a lot of stuff and a lot of stuff went down. But I'm honestly very, very grateful with the friends that I have now. Like
mhm.
Hilda, Lady Zentra, Alpha Mike, and Ben's, like all of them. I am very, very happy that I found them and that I honestly can consider all of them to be my friends.
Yeah.
I can't name all my friends, but those people have been some people that I very, very, very much treasure, as well as some of my personal online friends that have been with me throughout a lot of crazy stuff since 2017, late 2016.
Mhm.
Um, they have always been supportive of my projects. They've always been there for me in my darkest times when I've had some like depression or something is going on with me online.
Mhm.
um those three guys, I honestly can't explain how much I'm grateful for them to be a part of my life.
Mhm.
Their names were Blue Script, Swap Pack, and Speedy Fast. Those three guys have been with me for so many years, and I'm honestly super grateful that I'm still friends with them to this very day.
Yeah.
They have they've always had my back on a lot of stuff, and they've always made sure that I was okay. They always want to talk to me. I
Mhm.
honestly can't. I'm honestly very surprised, and I'm so grateful that I've met them
Mhm.
through Minecraft and like all sorts of other games. I'm so
Yeah.
grateful for them every single day.
I'm glad you have such good friends that treat you, with respect. Why do you like them? I feel like you answered that pretty effectively with, the three people you mentioned have been with you and by your side for a very long time and have supported you through some really dark times. Um, is there anything else you'd like to add to that, I guess?
Um, I guess those three guys specifically, SWAT, Blue, and Speedy, they all four of us have gone through crazy shit in our lives in the last I want to say 7 8 years now.
Mm-hmm.
um we went through a lot of dramas. We went through a lot of people who were very very rude and very very toxic,
Mm-hmm.
and I am just so grateful that we've all four of us have stuck together through and through on like all sorts of like mayhem and just sort of anything crazy.
Mm-hmm.
um I mean, all four of us have fair shares of crazy stories that we've all have done over those
Mm-hmm.
years.
Yeah.
But I honestly can't ask for any more than those three guys for just being there, sticking up to me, being the most best support group I can ever have. And I honestly would not have changed anything for me to have met them
Wow.
those years back.
That's amazing. I'm very happy for you.
Thank you.
What do you like about yourself?
Hmm. I want to say it's probably uh well, I've always said this a few times, but I guess I really want to say is my heart. I really want to say like how emotionally I can be to people, even to complete strangers, let alone.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I'm super super grateful for all the times that I've had together with them, with anyone really.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I've always managed to just be super kind, super nice. I always make people laugh. I really want to say it's probably my heart and just being so like uh I guess a word I probably would say is probably very very affectionate for a guy.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just have so much like care. I love caring for people, and I just want to make sure everyone's all right.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's just derived from my personality of growing up to having such a big heart for a lot of people.
What about yourself inspires you?
What about me that inspires myself?
Mm-hmm.
Mm, well, I guess in a way, uh, I think it's other people who inspire me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think uh, a lot of people that I have met have really inspired me to be the best I could truly be when I'm
Mm-hmm.
around friends and family. I tend to really make sure that like um, I guess in a way like I want to be more than I'm already am in a way. Like I want to make
Mm-hmm.
sure I can be better for people, like learn from mistakes or learn how to be better friends to other people.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I guess like just being all around like happy in a way.
Yeah. Yeah.
My friends have always been someone someone that I just strive to be, and all my friends have really really inspired me to be truly a better person.
Mm-hmm.
Um, whether they give me inspiration to make a new video or stream something that I seem to enjoy from them.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just like all my friends giving me some sort of something for me to do, or
Mm-hmm.
rather, they show me something that I actually very much enjoy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. How do you react in uncomfortable situations?
Ooh, that's a good one. All right. Well, I recently found out why I actually do this. I'm actually very surprised on how I didn't notice I could do this, but very recently I found out that I do it.
Yeah.
um, when it comes to like certain conflicts, I tend
Mhm.
to really de-escalate conflicts. I very much de-escalated a very a lot, just
Mhm.
because I tend to really um because I generally don't like conflict. I think
Yeah.
I've grown myself to not really liking it, so I tend to de-escalate things or just move things away and let everyone like calm down.
Mhm.
Um, very recently, my friend called me out for this one because I never knew I did this until I actually did it like a few days ago. So I was like, oh, so it is true. I actually do this.
Mhm.
Um, but when it comes to like if my friends were fighting, I tell them to basically like, hey, get out of this call, go cool off, go take a drive, go for a walk, eat something, and
Mhm.
then if you're feeling like you want to talk about what just happened, we can. But if you feel like there's no room to talk after that, then that's completely fine.
Mhm.
Um, obviously, I tend to really rationalize a lot of things. I tend to be on both sides of the thing.
Mhm.
Uh, but unless like like the other party did something that is like absolutely horrible, then yeah, no, I'm sticking to the other party. But most of the time, I tend to stay in the middle because I don't like choosing sides when it comes to friends or anyone really, unless I know
Yeah.
the full story from both ends. Then
Mhm.
I will make my executive decision to decide who I'm going with. But most, if not all the time I've ever been on that in that coin flip, I've always been on both sides on those.
Mm. Mhm. Okay. Next question then is when was the last time you were validated?
Validated. Hmm.
Mhm.
Ooh, this is a good one. That was a good one. um, I guess it was it was an old. I guess I can probably talk a little bit more about my first apology that I ever done online. I
Okay.
still have the apology in my phone up to this day, even though it's already been about 2 years now since the incident.
Mhm.
I obviously fucked up on my part, and I have apologized, but this people did not they didn't accept my apology no matter how much I apologized for it and that I
Yeah.
wanted to be a better person for it.
Mhm.
Um, I talked to my friends about the whole situation on how they were treating me after my apology and everything, how they just were not accepting it no matter how sorry I truly was.
Mhm.
And my closest friends, those three guys, they told me no, like what you did, yes, you fucked up. We can all three of us can agree that you fucked up, and I was like, yes, I know I fucked up. But the thing is, but they're like, but you apologize in the best way you ever could for the whole
Mhm.
situation that happened, and
Yeah.
that's not your fault. Like they didn't accept your apology, even though you worked your ass off working that apology.
Mhm.
And I told them like, thank you. Like it meant a lot that they validated me on that. That they know I was truly sorry for what I did, and that I wasn't sort of that I'm admitting that I was the problem, that I want to be the solution to my own problem, and that I want to be a better person.
Mhm.
Um, and they know that I worked hard and I've tried to be a better person ever since that day. I've been super nice. I've been just trying to be the better person more
Mhm.
than I was that other person that I was like 2 years ago.
Mhm. Well, it sounds like yeah, you've been putting a lot of effort into that, so good job.
I
From
try. I try.
You do try. You try very hard, and I appreciate it. Who are you?
Hmm. Ooh, that's a good question too. um, I am me. I am very much me. Uh I am the one and only Darkest of Twilight. I am a very funny, very outgoing kind of guy. I love to help people no matter what the situation is. Even if I don't understand the situation, I always want to be there for my friends no matter what. If
Mhm.
anyone wants to play video games with me, I'm 100% okay with that. If you want to just goof around,
Mhm.
if you want to just goof around and just have fun, then yeah, let's do it. Like, let's watch like videos until like 3 in the morning.
Mhm.
I'm down. Um, if you want to talk to me about something personal, then go for it. I am your guy. I'm not gonna judge you. I'm not gonna give you lata, or I'm not gonna give you sort of like um any sort of like hate or anything like that. Like, I
Mhm.
generally want to help you
Woo.
and like I generally want to help you. I just want to be just someone that you can trust and just have fun with it.
Mhm. My next question is outside of race, gender, and career, how would you describe yourself?
Um, kind. I want to say I'm just a kind, loving little weirdo. I think that's basically the main word you want to describe me. Is just I'm just like a little weird little guy who's very very kind and sweet.
Mhm. So, I guess the next question is what is something that scares you?
Ooh. um. Well, I guess one of my biggest moments of being scared is I want to say bugs. Bugs is probably like my most feared thing. I'm
Yeah.
so scared of roaches. It's not even funny.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah. Did you die
I'm
already?
yeah,
Wow.
but they
Oh,
saw the murderer and they killed him.
good.
um, I guess insects really do scare me, but then like once in a while insects won't scare me. So like once in a while I'll see a
Mhm.
roach and then I'll be able to like like dispose of it quickly. But then other times I start screaming like a little girl.
Mhm.
um, but my other, and this is probably like my most scared fear is
Mhm.
losing a sort of relationship. Now
Mm.
I'm not talking about romantic relationships. I'm talking more like a genuine bond or platonic relationship.
Yeah.
Um, I'm always so scared of losing friends.
Mhm.
Every single day of my life, I've always woken up to moments where I'm just like, am I still friends with this person, or did I see something to offend them? Like
Mhm.
that's probably like my biggest fear
Yeah.
when it comes to it. Um, I
That makes
know I
sense.
shouldn't. I know I shouldn't be afraid of that stuff because that's how life is.
Yeah.
But again, I generally grow a bond with people so quickly
Mhm.
that I generally care for a lot of people that I
Mhm.
tend to be like, oh, I don't want to lose you no matter what kind
Yeah.
of vibe. So
Yeah.
I tend to really cherish my friendships and relationships very very well. And if I were to lose like said thing, it would probably destroy me very very badly, just
Mm.
because of just how much like I grow attached to a lot of people.
Mhm.
Um, uh, I've lost friends, I've lost family, I've lost a lot of things in my life, and they have really like unfortunately they have put me in depressions here and there.
Mhm.
But I've always have to remember that there is like I still have these people in my life and I'm not going to lose them no matter what.
Yeah. What is the hardest thing you've ever had to overcome?
Oh. Oh shit. Oh my god. Okay, that one threw me off. I was like, oh, we're going with that one. Um, I want to say uh it's probably this ex friend group where I had to make the apology.
Mm.
That was
Mhm.
probably my most recent heartache that I had to deal with was as stated that I really do cherish a lot of friendships a lot. So losing friendships is very, very hard.
Mhm.
Um and I still think about that friend group here and there, and I've talked to like my very close friends about that stuff as well and how I
Mhm.
felt about it since that day happened. And they understand and they're like, yeah, no, it's okay, like we
Mhm.
understand. And I think it was just me just coming into terms like what happened happened, and there's nothing we really could have changed that. They
Mhm.
oh it happened for a reason, and you're just gonna have to accept it at this point. And I was like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. What frustrates you the most about life?
Hmm. About life, it would probably be more or less my opinion. Sometimes a lot of people won't take my opinion into consideration on a lot of stuff, and I think this just stems back to like my unfortunate eras of being in early school, um,
Mm-hmm.
where I was basically I wasn't taken seriously for a lot of stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and I think a lot of people still sometimes they still don't take my opinion on certain things, but I'm grateful for the people who generally still take my opinion very well,
Mm-hmm.
um, and I'm very grateful for them. I think it's just something that I wish that I didn't have to deal with when I was younger, but
Yeah.
it is what it is, unfortunately. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm just so happy that there's people in my life who actually do take my opinion to consideration when it comes to a lot of stuff. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
honestly just super grateful for for them. And I honestly couldn't have asked for any better people in my life for it.
Yeah. It sounds like you've got a good friend group now, which I'm happy about. What excites you the most about life or in general?
I think it's just having a good time with my friends or anyone really.
Mm-hmm.
Um, just having fun, smiling, goofing off, anything, just to feel, like I guess in a way, like I guess like still have like a kid mentality and things. Like
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people would give me a lot of like crap, like saying like, oh, you're still childish for being like you're still thinking like a little kid. And I'm like, uh, no, I just like doing it because it's fun. Also, you got third place, and congrats.
Nice, thank you.
But I think it's just having like a childlike mind for certain things. Obviously, when things get serious, obviously you gotta be serious about a lot of stuff. But I just really want to just smile, have fun, not worrying about adult life for so much little things in my world,
Mm-hmm.
and just be happy and just. I just really just can't wait to just play video games with friends or just be in a call with people and we just like laugh our asses off at the most randomest shit in the possible world.
Why did you agree to the game we're playing?
Um, I guess Minecraft has always been a game that I've loved since I was just a little kid.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I've been playing Minecraft for a lot over a decade now, back in the alpha and beta days,
Mm-hmm.
and I am very happy on. I've gotten my few times of burnout from the game, but I'm always just so happy just to come back when I can and just enjoy the game. And
Mm-hmm.
I think Minecraft is something a lot of people do cherish, as like it was like a lot of people's first game.
Yeah.
And Minecraft was really like my game to escape from the real world at times.
Mm-hmm.
But it also whatchamacallit? Oh, I'm losing my train of thought. Um I think it also helped me a lot was just is where I also met my good friends as well. We played Hypixel with other people from a YouTuber a long time ago, and that's
Mm-hmm.
how we all met. Well, some of them, and then others I met them through other Minecraft servers. And I think Minecraft has always had been some game that I've always cherished a lot,
Mm-hmm.
as both like it's fun, it's calming. I don't have to worry about doing all this crazy stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and it's also like sentimental in a way for me.
Yeah. The next question is what is something you're proud of?
Um, I'm proud for everyone's success, whether it's someone that I don't know or one of my close friends or family. I think it's just their success. I'm always proud of my friends whenever they achieve something,
Mm-hmm.
um, or they accomplish something that they've been working so hard to get.
Mm-hmm.
And oh, this is like I guess, belief in a way. Like you just got to keep running and try not to fall in the lava.
Okay.
I think it's just something that I've always been super proud of my friends, like that they work so hard to get what they wanted to achieve.
Mhm.
Um, and I'm just so proud of them, and I always wish for them for the best. I'm always been such a good supporter for a lot of them. Um, I guess a good example would probably be one of my friends, Lady Zentra.
Mhm.
I met through from another friend, and she has worked so hard for her Twitch and her YouTube so
Mhm.
much that I'm so proud of her for all of her accomplishments all the time. Like when something amazing happens to her, I just beam with like ear to ear at that point because I know she works so hard and she definitely deserves a lot of what she has accomplished. And honestly, I'm always just so proud of her every single day. And I'm just so happy that I got to meet her over the years. And I
Nice.
honestly could not have asked for a better friend.
Mhm.
And it goes for the same for like a lot of people that I met from Zentra and others. Like
Mhm.
they all have worked so hard, and the more that they worked hard in getting their achievements, it makes me want to do more for myself and work hard to get what I want for
Mhm.
either my Twitch or my YouTube or just personal IRL stuff. I'm so I'm so happy to always be their supporter no matter what, and I just always want the best for all of them all the time.
Next question is, what is your most prized possession and why?
Um, hmm, this is a good question. I want to say I'm pretty sure you're already gonna guess what I'm gonna say already.
I have a sneaking suspicion, but we'll see.
I want to say my most prized possession is probably my friends.
Yeah. Although, in doing so, you're saying that your friends are your possession, so keep that
Well,
in mind.
that's true. But they have their own free will, so I'm happy for that too.
Yeah. How do you take care of yourself?
Oof. That's something I don't do much often. I take care of
Yeah.
other people.
Yeah, that's the vibes I got.
um, I guess for me is that um something that I unfortunately have a really bad habit is that I tend to bottle up my feelings when it comes to my own sake because obviously I put others before me and again that's
Mhm.
really bad. I shouldn't be doing that.
Mhm.
But I really tend to unfortunately bottle up my own like trauma or my own feelings
Yeah.
and I'll once in a while blow up
Yeah.
at the most randomest times.
Mhm.
And my friends and I have talked to me like, if you're feeling any sort of thing like at that moment, please tell us. And I'm
Mhm.
like, no, I want to help you guys. And like, no, you got to take care of yourself first. And I was like, but I'd rather take care of you guys first before I take care of myself. And
Yeah.
it's just a little back and forth with me because
Mhm.
I'm very adamant when it comes to myself being that way.
Yeah.
When I'm feeling a sort of like either depressed or I just need a time,
Mhm.
um, I tend to kind of shut down for a minute. Like I tend to I tend to take a step back. I don't know why that was
Mhm.
so difficult for me. um, but I tend to take a step back and just like think like, okay, what can I do to stop feeling sad about myself and
Mhm.
uh I try to mentally think of like what I did or why am I feeling this way. And most of the time it does like last for like a good while, but it does take a minute and it does take a lot of out of me. Um
Mhm. Yeah.
so I tend to just um take a minute, think about it, and then get back right on the saddle and just have fun with my friends again.
All right. Cool. Uh, when are you the happiest?
And I'm the happiest. I guess when I'm just around people that I really do enjoy. It's probably my most happiest moments I could ever say in my life.
My next question is, who would you like to see interviewed next?
Well, I have two nominees. I'm not sure if they either one
Okay.
will be enough, but either I want to say either Lady Zentra or Dark Wolf Girl.
Okay. I'll add both of those to my list. Well, thank you for doing this with me. I had fun. I hope you had fun too.
I had an amazing time actually. Like generally,
Good.
I had an amazing time.
Good. I'm glad you enjoyed. I'm glad you had a good time. All right. Well, I'm going to address the invisible audience now. Of thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed. And if you did enjoy, you probably are going to really enjoy Darkest Twilight. So where can people find you?
You can find me at any of the socials with my handle at Darkest of Twilight on YouTube, TikTok, or any other social media. I'll probably be there.
All right. I'll also have links below so that it'll be a little easier. Um, is there anything you'd like to mention before we sign off today?
I guess to the audience is just be happy, be nice to people, and just have a good time with the people you love, and have a group that you really, really enjoy being around, and having the most exciting and most heartfelt moments of your life. It's always good to find those type of people.
Wonderful. All right. Well, thank you again for being here. I'm glad you had fun, and hopefully, yeah, well, I'll see you somewhere in the future. We'll see.
I can't
Take
wait.
care.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you. Take care. Good
You
night.
too. Good night.